everyone, in this video I'm going to be walking you through Certify'Em, which is an add-on to Google Forms that allows you to create online certifications and to even email custom certificates to exam takers or to your students. So there are two parts to this video. In this first part, I'm really just going to show you how to use the very basic features of Certify'Em, and then in the second video, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth if you want to get a bit more techie and show you how to create a custom template that you could upload to your own Google form. So in this first one, like I said, we're really just going over setting everything up and how to use it. So this link is within the blog post or within the video that I have shared with you. And what you will need to do is come up here and click Free. And when you do that, it will automatically open up a Google form and start adding on the add-on. So you'll have to give it a moment and then you'll see something pop up. And it will say that your add-on is now installed. And just as a reminder, add-ons are always up here with this little puzzle piece. So if you're starting one from scratch, you can just come up here to this puzzle piece and click Certify'Em. And what you'll notice is that it did add in a lot of default information. And if you were to come up here on a blank Google form and click this, it would add in the same information. Now, the big reason that it does this is that this information is used in their default certificates. So this information is very important because the email address is where it knows to email the results to. The full name is the name that will go on the certificate, and then another identifier could be another way that you want certain information to show up on a certificate. So we're going to just pretend like this is a quiz, and this is probably just me being neurotic, but I always like to separate the sections by the personal information of the exam taker and then by the quiz itself. So I'm just going to put quiz down here, and then we're going to call this exam name the Sky Color Quiz. And we're only going to have one question just for the sake of not boring you to death and creating like 5. But it is important that it is enabled as a quiz, so when you check your settings, it does automatically do this for you, but just double check. Now over here on the right side is the add-on menu, and you can see that the certification is off. And I need to turn that on so that it knows to use that add-on and to pull that information to then email to you. The certificate records is simply a Google Sheet that contains all of the information that is submitted by the exam takers. You can also choose what is a passing score. And depending on that passing score determines whether or not they will receive that certificate via email. And then you've got a whole bunch of different templates that you can use. So if I click preview all, we can see all those templates that come automatically with Certify'Em. And again, you don't have to use these. I will walk you through how to create your own custom templates, but they do have quite a few nice ones that you can use here to get started, get your feet wet, and see if you like the add-on and if it's something you could use in your classroom. Now, I'm going to leave this open for a second just to kind of show you where all this information gets loaded into. So email address doesn't go on your certificate. It just tells the program where to send the certificate to. Full name will go into full name right here. The other identifier, we'll just call it school name. And that is smaller text that goes right below the name. Now, this is what the certificate is for. So that is the name of your form. So Sky Color Quiz would show up large, kind of like the name, and that would be what the certificate would be for. Then it would auto the date that they passed it on and with a score of what. Now when you come down and you look at your quiz, you need to make sure that you have added in an answer key for your question. So I've got blue, and 1 point is what it is worth. And from there, we can actually test out our quiz because everything is enabled and ready to go. So as you can see, it's really, really simple and very user-friendly. So I'm going to put in my email address. I'm going to do my Boost EDU one because it has a lot of email in it. And my full name and the school. So if I was a student, what school do I attend? You might, if it's for a certain class, maybe it's for Math 8 or Math 7 or maybe 4th grade math. I'm sorry, I'm thinking math because I've been a math teacher, but it could be for whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to be a school name. And then what color is the sky? So obviously right now I want to make sure I choose the right answer so I get that certificate. And when I submit it, it will automatically email me the printable certificate if I have passed that quiz. So I'm going to go to my email, open this up and wait for it to email me. And you can see it comes from Certify'Em. And it says your certificate is here for Sky Color Quiz. It actually comes from the email address in which you made the quiz from, so that's kind of cool. And when I open PDF, and you can see that this certificate declares that Megan Kelly from Senior Middle School has completed the Sky Color Quiz on 1/13/2018 and with a passing score of 100%. So as you can see, Certify'Em is a super easy tool that you can use, and it can even get more advanced if you want to create your own custom templates. And if you're interested in that, I will show you that in the following video. If you have any questions, please let me know.